Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I have such an exciting video today. I can't believe I'm making this. This came as a surprise to me. It was completely unintended and oh my god, I was just over the moon. So as you probably have already read from the title, there's no point. I'm not gonna even hide it. We have a little Hermes unboxing and you already know what bag it is because I included it in the title frame this time. So a little backstory on this. I will include a timestamp below if you want the unboxing portion, but like transparently guys, I've already opened it up. I have used it. She was beautiful. I just couldn't wait. So I'm just gonna share with you my experience and kind of like unbox and walk you through the actual, like the whole bag and all the details itself in this video. So if you read the title, then yes, of course, I got a Picotin Lock 22 in Clemence leather. I have wanted a Picotin for quite a while now. It's always been on my kind of like Hermes bucket list. In the top of the bags that I want, I would love like a Picotin. I have an Evelyn PM, so I want an Evelyn TPM. I would also love a mini Lindy. I also just recently saw that Hermes released a Picotin 14. It is so tiny. I don't even know what you can fit into it, but it is cute. I would love the Picotin 18. I got mine in the 22. I'm actually really happy with it, but I also love to get like a second one in the smaller size because I think it looks really adorable. And then after that, just like the quota bags, your Birkins, Kellys, and Constances. But like those are the Hermes bags that really speak to me. I can't remember if I included the Picotin in my 2022 wish list. I'll have to go back and take a look. It's been on my personal wish list for quite a while now. So I have been shopping at Hermes, I would say, for the past like year-ish or so. I originally had one essay and then I never really had like one solid essay. I was shopping around with a couple of different ones for a while. But the thing with Hermes is regardless of like who you shop with, as long as you're shopping from the same country, your purchase history stays like the same and every essay has access to it. So for example, if your essay ends up leaving, another one can pick you up and like your spending habits and your shopping history is still the same. You don't need to restart from like a ground zero and start spending all over again, which would really suck if that was the case. So I was shopping with a couple different ones for a while, and that was a point when I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to bags yet, but I did love their homeware stuff. Like I love their fine china, I love their pillows and their blankets and some of their shoes. So I wanted to stock up on some of those, and then when I felt ready, then I would delve into the world of bags. So the first time I got a bag, I was actually introduced to a brand new SA because I was trying to build a relationship with one so that I could get offered bags. And literally my first appointment, he offered me a bag, which was the Air bag. And to this day, I love it. She's absolutely beautiful. I'm really happy with one that I got. It was one of those more limited edition print ones and not the typical plain her bag. So huge fan of it, and I use it quite often actually. And then I recently found out that that essay left. I had an essay from Dior who moved over to Hermes, and because I was with the other Hermes essay, I couldn't go to my Dior to Hermes one. But once my previous Hermes essay left, I started seeing my old essay from Dior who now works at Hermes, and she recently acquired me a bag. Let's just call my first essay number one. Essay number one left, and then essay number two was the one that came from Dior, moved to Hermes. So essay number two, I met up with them for the first time. I was going to bring them a bunch of like small things that I had lying around, like some small gifts, because I always give them gifts anyways, just because I know if they like something and I get excess of it from like PR and stuff that I can't use up, then I like to give it to them and kind of like spread the wealth and share it. So I was gonna go in, just chat with her, try to see what's up with my wish list, add some new items to it because I was ready to start requesting some other bags. And I found out that my essay number one never actually updated my wish list or didn't even put anything onto it actually. And we sat down and had an entire consult going through like what exactly I wanted with my number one wish list bag, which was like picking up the leathers for my Kelly, the metals, and like everything. Like we had a full-on consult. It was just never put into my profile, which is a little bit disappointing. But either way, essay number two, love them to death. I was able to update my wish list, add in my dream Kelly, all the ones that I wanted, the different sizes, and add in like a Constance, a Birkin. I also told them I wanted an Evelyn TPM if that ever magically appears, and also the Picotin 18 if that ever appears. So the day that I went in, I wasn't actually planning on purchasing a bag at all. My intentions was just to update my wish list, see what was going on, and to just add a couple more things to it. Try on some shoes too, just to see if they would fit. I really do want the Oasis in the white, and they just didn't have my size, but at least now I know my perfect size, and when they come in stock I can pick them up. I think it's going to be a perfect addition to wear with like all my summer dresses and to wear it to a wedding. Just really elevates the look, but it's still extremely comfortable. Anyways, back to the bag situation. So I told my essay that, essay number two, that my dream Picotin would be like a Nata in an 18 with gold hardware, but I wouldn't be too picky. If they were able to source it for me in like gray or like black, gold, which is brown when it comes to Hermes, or any other like neutral color, a taupe I'd even accept. I now have discovered I really love Béton and Sable and a couple of other colors that I can't really remember off the top of my head. I think Étain is a really nice one too, but I don't know if the Picotin comes in that color. Anyways, I was just like, I would love the Clemence Lock 18 in Picotin if you could get it in the Nata with the gold. And as I was rambling off the colors of my essay, they suddenly were like, well, if you're interested in the Nata with gold hardware, I actually have it in 22, and it's like, oh. I mean, I've never like seriously considered the 22, nor have I compared it with the 18. I know Mel's is 18, and I just really love the size. My friend Didier also has an 18, and his is Nata, but I think his is palladium hardware. So it's like, you know what? Let me try the 22 and see how it compares. It's actually not that much different in terms of size-wise. It's just 4 centimeters up from it, I believe. Yeah, it is 4 centimeters. Imagine 4 inches. That'd be like this much larger. That's a lot. So she brought us into the change room because all the private salons were currently taken. I don't know if there's a new rule, but they used to bring Picotins onto the floor. Like I've seen essays unbox them for their customers and clients. So I don't know why we were brought into the change room. Not sure if it's because Picotins are like highly requested right now and they can't just open them on the floor because they don't have a lot of them. But I was pleasantly surprised and fully not expecting going into the store and picking up a bag that day. And they surprised me. I was like, oh, okay, let's just try it. So let me show you her beauty. So as you can see, this box is what it came in. It is absolutely massive. It has a label sticker here. And I think all of their like larger bags or their highly requested bags already come pre-packaged, because some of the other things that I've purchased in the past, or at least like maybe this is just for their bags, they have a dedicated box with a sticker and plastic on it. Like this was brand new, no one touched yet. I guess it was just dropped off and delivered at the store, and it was completely plastic wrapped. Like, you know, plastic when you buy packs of stuff and it just like cling wraps it around. It was in one of those in this. So she had to cut this open in the change room, and she opened it up and took out the bag for me. Delicious. I'm gonna show you the bag first because I've already opened it up, like I said. Here she is in all of her glory. This is a 22 in Nata with gold hardware. I was pretty much not sure if I would ever get a Picotin in Canada or even Toronto with gold hardware, because everybody I know has palladium hardware, and I've never seen a gold hardware on display in the store or being offered to anybody. So I wasn't even sure if I would get this. But when my essay said I have one in Nata and gold, I was like, come again? What? I've never seen this being offered in Toronto. So I immediately said, show it to me. So this is her. I'm gonna put her down and walk you through the box now. This is the box, huge. Lid comes up and it is massive inside. I don't have the dust bag in here right now because I've placed it aside, but I'll essentially show you everything else. The dust bag is not super important. Bunch of layers of paper to go through. And then this bag itself comes fully stuffed with all of these air bubble things, I guess to help hold its shape. So this was stuffed inside of it in the base, and also stuffed around the handles to keep everything like perfectly puffed up. And then the dust bag was around it, and then that was essentially in this box. So with this box also comes a leather care package. It's just like a little booklet in here. And it also has this, which I'm not exactly sure what this is. I don't know if these are just cards for them to tack onto the bag, I guess. If you're gonna put it inside and put the bag on display, it has all the information. This says Sac Picotin Lock 22, Nata Torillon. I don't know how to pronounce this in French. I'm so sorry. Clemence Laiton PLO. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming this is code for all of the gold and the color of the leather, but this is the info on the card here. So a little about my bag. Isn't she stunning? So this is a Nata. I know if you're gonna compare it with some other colors, I think Cray is the other color that some people compare it with. This is slightly more on the brighter yellowy tinted white cream. It's a recently introduced color within the past couple of years. I can't remember exactly when. I think it was 2018. I may be wrong, but it's a really recent color. It's not like it's been around for a long time. I have never seen this bag other than on Didier's in store with a gold, like I said, and let alone just in like a 22. This is a 22 size compared to an 18. It's a little bit bigger. When I tried it on in store, it surprisingly is not that big. So because it is fairly soft, it's a very smooth, supple leather. This is Clemence leather. And I believe this is bison calf leather, if I'm correct. Maybe wrong. Please do not hold it against me. It's a really smooth, soft textured leather that is going to age really nicely. The interior is a raw suede, so it's really soft. And then the base it's quite sturdy. I don't know if there is anything holding the base and supporting it up, but it's not lined on the inside. It might just be a couple pieces of leather folded back together a couple of times. It also has feet on the bottom. I have not taken off the stickers on the feet yet because I just can't bring myself to. I'm so afraid of scratching them, but I have taken off the sticker on the lock. I was like, you can't leave this on, Vic. You have to like take it off. It's just gonna look messy if it starts to peel off when you're walking around with it. So a little bit about the history of the Picotin, if you guys aren't familiar with it. This was originally designed after the feeder bags that horses use. So as you guys know, Hermes is an equestrian brand from its origin, and these are the bags that horses would put around their mouths so they could free feed and like move around. You don't have to keep it in front of its trough. So they took the inspiration from that and created this bag. I think it's a beautiful work of art. There is no visible Hermes branding or stamping on the exterior unless you recognize the bag and you would consider the lock branding, I guess. Most of the stamping with the foil is actually inside in the base of the bag in here itself. I'll show you that in the cutaways. You guys can see exactly what it looks like. It does not have any sort of zip or button closure at all. It's actually just like a wide open little bucket bag. It is a bucket bag if you think about it. The only way you keep it shut is with this leather tab here that goes across the top. You loop it through the ends here, and then it comes with a lock that you just keep in place like this so that it is heavy enough to drag it down. With no lock, this leather flap on the top is really light, and the bag actually remains quite wide open, as you can probably see. So the lock really helps to keep it shut. The lock also comes with a set of keys. It is a fully functioning lock, but because you don't really open or take off the lock frequently, there's no real point in carrying the keys with you. It's not going to really do much of a purpose. The bag is wide open, guys. If somebody wants to steal, they can put their hands in here. So I do keep the keys in the little Ziploc that I came in and in the little dust bag as well, and I just keep it inside of the bag. It's not so much that I want to be able to take the lock on and off, but more so that I don't lose the keys that come with this lock if I ever, God forbid, need to resell this bag anywhere else. So this stays in the bag for sure. I don't exactly know if there's a proper and specific way you're supposed to loop this leather tab through the rings on the top, just because there are two of them. But I think if you were to loop it any other way, like in a D-belt buckle, it would warp the leather and not keep it as smooth and as straight. You're just gonna get like those like ridges in the leather like you would in a belt. So I'm actually quite happy just leaving it as is like this, and I think it does its purpose. It keeps it kind of shut. It's not like a wide open gaping bag, but it's enough that like I can feel comfortable putting stuff in here and not being too worried if somebody pokes their hand in. I am currently waiting for a Samorga bag organizer and insert just to kind of protect my stuff. I requested for one with a zipper on the top so that if I do need to close it up, I can, and it's a much more flimsier one than the firm and thick ones that I've had in my other bags. But I'll share with you all the details once I do get in the mail, and I do a full review on my usage of this bag with the organizer. So this is a 22 size, like I mentioned. It's bigger than the 18. When I tried it on, comparable to the 18, they didn't have one in store that I could try to see size-wise. It wasn't that much bigger. I believe the Picotin comes in like the 26 as well, and is it 29? I think that's the larger size. There are 4 sizes originally, and then they just released the 14 within this past year. So there's now like 5, but realistically, I think that the 18 and the 22 are the most practical for everyday wear. You hold it on your hand like this, or you can put it in the crook of your elbow. It doesn't really quite fit over the shoulder. I mean, like I could with my 22, but it's not the most comfortable. And then the base here is so humongous, it just press up against your sides, and it's just not really how you're supposed to wear this bag, nor was this bag designed to wear like that. The larger ones, I think you definitely could get away with wearing it, but then you're absolutely also going to start warping the base, and it's going to bend because it is so much bigger and it can carry so much more stuff. Things are just going to get heavy in general. But this is a 22, and I think it's a great everyday size bag. It's not like a mini bag. I can fit all of my stuff into there and still have a lot of space. Like I've already started using it, like I mentioned, and I have things inside. I'm just really afraid that things are gonna get this dirty because it is fully white and cream inside. But yeah, I'm so afraid of getting the inside stained because it is very soft, natural, treated raw suede inside. I cannot wait till my Samorga insert arrives so I can put everything inside. I've already stained a little bit of my the Go Yard St. Louis tote, and whoo, when I saw the stains on the edges of the interior, I was like, what happened, Vic? So hopefully that doesn't happen to this one. I would love to still add a smaller size, the Picotin 18 in if I could to my collection, because I think it's absolutely beautiful, really cute, not too small that you can't fit anything in it, but still like a really adorable size, and I would definitely get it in a different color, probably like gold or black. I'm not too fussed if I don't get it in the gold hardware, because I think that now that I already have this warmth tone, like it really pulls from the warmth of the Nata leather. If I was to get like a gold Picotin 18 with palladium hardware, I think that'd be pretty cute. Or even like étain, or even like a taupe would be really nice. I recently discovered that they have the cargo styles with like it's like the canvas material and has like pockets sewn on the outside. I saw it in like Nata. Ooh, she is beautiful. There's also a felt version that's like a gray felt with gold leather pull tabs, or even like a touch. I think that would just be so adorable. But yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by how much I like the 22 size. And I can't believe I just happened to come in on a great day that they had this available and it was brand new. No one even touched it yet. So let me know if you guys would like a further review down the road. This is by no means a review of this bag today. I just want to share with you the brand new addition in my closet and my wardrobe. And I now think I'm at 3 Hermes bags. I have my bag, I have my Evelyn, and now the Picotin. So I think overall, I would love to also add like the Picotin 18, an Evelyn TPM, a Birkin, a Kelly #1 for sure would be my absolute favorite in all the different sizes. And then a Constance, and and the mini Lindy. That's about it. Like, I don't really think I would ever really add a garden party. It's not really my style. Or a bolide, unless it's like one of those mini bolides. I saw a beautiful one. I think it was in Milan. It was like in this beautiful green shade. Stunning. But besides that, I don't think a bolide is really up my alley. And I think that's essentially it to the bags I would ideally want from Hermes. The rest of it's like homeware stuff and some shoes here and there. But yeah, welcome Picotin 22 to my bag collection. I do need to let go of a couple of other bags that I don't use. My Neverfull is going to be up for sale. If you guys are interested, definitely send me a message or send me an email. But I'll include all the details of this in the description box, and I'll try to also find links to it on like Fashion File or The Real or Vestiaire, so you guys can also pick one up for yourself if you would like to. Oh, and for those asking, this bag is 3,400 Canadian, so that's pre-tax, no tax included yet. If you guys are interested in knowing what the retail price is, I know online the resale market price is astronomical compared to what you're going to purchase in store, so please don't compare Hermes prices to what you see in the resale market. I believe sometimes this bag retails for like $5,000-$6,000, so it's definitely way more affordable to get it in the store. But obviously, if you're having trouble getting a hold of the color that you want, or even just being offered bags from an SA and you have the means to go get on the resale market, then yeah, do that. But I think it's much more affordable to get it directly from the retailer. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little introduction to my new baby to the closet. Let me know if you want any further details of this. I cannot wait to get some more use out of this bag so that I can do like a full comprehensive review for you guys once my purse organizer arrives and I get to use her a little bit more. In the meantime, get ready because I have a review for my bag and my Evelyn PM coming towards you guys very, very soon, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. So if you guys want to see more of me and more like luxury handbags and reviews and just like my life in general and fashion, make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. I post a video every Thursday at 7 p.m. EST, and that way you will never miss a video in your sub box. If you guys want to see more of me, you know where to find me on Instagram and TikTok. I post a little bit more everyday stuff about me on there if you guys would like to get to know me a little bit more. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching today's video. I can't wait to come back and share the next video with you guys. Have an amazing day. Love you. Bye.